Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name is Mac. I'm back after a brief bout with a virus that's going around southeast Michigan. Not 100%, so you'll excuse me if my voice is a little off today. Thanks to TJ for keeping the boat afloat while I was gone. Today's topic is going to be about those who would impose, those who would replace your choices as a free man and woman with mandates from the government. And I'm talking about Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Nancy Pelosi, and so on and so forth, those types. They'll be making all the decisions, and you'll do what they think is best for you. The choices will all be theirs. The mandates will all be yours. Start off with something simple like self-defense. You don't need it. There's no need for it. And if you think you need it, well, you're probably a racist. You just call the police. I'm sure they'll come out and they'll take pictures of the damage that home invaders have done to you, who come in and rape your wife, beat your children, kill you. They'll draw a chalk line around your body. They'll take a report, and it'll get thrown in the trash when they get home, when they get back to the precinct, because that's about all that's going to happen with it. It'll become rampant. Home invasions will skyrocket once guns are gone. And if anybody doesn't really believe that, if they don't think there's protection of gun it's being owned by homeowners, feel free to put a sign in your yard saying no guns in this home. I dare you. You won't do it because you know what I'm saying is right. Healthcare. Elizabeth Warren, among others, Bernie Sanders, Medicare for all. No private insurance. Got to get rid of that. Everyone must be on the same plank walking off the ship. They'll make all the decisions. They'll decide who deserves care. I mean, they already decide things by skin color and sexual orientation and so on and so forth. Think about that when you go to the doctor. Maybe you'll be last in line if you happen to be a straight white male. Worse yet, a Christian straight white male. They'll decide who gets the care and who doesn't, who lives and who dies, and maybe if grandma's lived long enough. Speech. They'll control the speech. They do that in large part already. Look at what goes on our campuses today. You can say this, you can't say that. People have to run to their safe zones for hearing things they don't like. We just got to stop people from saying what's on their minds, and we must all conform. That's what they will impose on us. They're doing it in other countries such as Britain and Canada. You can go to jail for saying things now. Of course, they never claim to have had free speech like we do in this country. We don't have free speech in this country. You're kidding yourself if you think we do. If I were to get on this channel and say anything that YouTube doesn't like, they will strike me down. Anything Google doesn't like, they will strike me down. Twitter and Facebook, same thing. They already control our speech. It's all based on if we want to be out there, if we want our membership canceled, or so on and so forth. So they're going to pick and choose what we can say and who can say what things and who gets jobs based on what. Everything will be by your category. And if your category has done well over the centuries, well, then you need to go to the back of the line, and others need to be put first. Your individualism does not matter. You will be nothing more than a number to the state. Your only purpose will be to serve the state. They will pick the winners and the losers. Healthcare. Religious freedom. There won't be any. Religion will have to be driven back into the dark ages, where the people who believe in God are really just afraid of the dark. They're nonsensical people. They're just insecure. That's what the left thinks of us. They will call the Bible hate speech, ban it. They will tell you that you cannot pray in public. Churches will be gone. Now, this is going to happen tomorrow in the next 20 years, or if Elizabeth Warren gets elected president. But that's their grand scheme of things. And once they get rid of once they get control of your health care, they can really put the hammer on you. Because maybe if you don't say the right things or do the right things or you pray in public, you go to the back of the line until you get your mind right, boy. That's how this is going to work. they already control reality. They want to tell us that there are more than two genders, which is, of course, nonsense. People believe they can change their gender. They cannot. But we're all supposed to believe they can, and if you don't believe they can, well, then you're transphobic or one of the other list of phobes that they like to throw out there, and they misuse that word constantly. That's about all I have to say on this topic. So I just want you to think about, when you go to vote next November 3rd, think about whether you like to have choices, whether you like to decide if you're the winner or the loser, or if your success or the consequences of what you do are based on just you and what you've done, and the merits are yours, or the failures are yours, whether or not they get decided by yourself or by the government. The government doesn't care about you. They care about themselves. This country is probably already run by a handful of elites. I think Donald Trump is causing so much trouble because he's trying to break up that party. They don't like it, so on and so forth. So as we like to say here in the Michigan Conservative Roundtable, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me. And thank you for watching.